This is my new desk setup, and honestly, it's one of the best upgrades I've made in a while. The team at Vernal sent over their height adjustable desk along with some accessories, and after using it daily for work, editing, and filming, I can confidently say this is one of the most stable and well designed desks I have used. Alright, so this was my old setup, just a basic IKEA table I've had for years. It did the job at first, but over time it started to show its flaws. The legs had a bit of wobble, especially when I typed, and the ergonomics were off. The monitor was never at the right height, and if I raised my chair to fix it, my feet would end up dangling. The cable management wasn't good either, just a bunch of wires hanging everywhere. The Vernal desk upgrade went surprisingly smooth. Everything came in separate, well-packaged boxes. The desk tabletop in one, the leg frame in another, and everything was clearly labeled. First, I built the frame, which was solid and came together easily with the included tools. Once that was done, placing the frame on the desk was straightforward, everything lined up perfectly. Next up was the motor and the height control keypad, super easy to install, and the cable cover plate for hiding cables attached to the motor. With the cable covers on, it was time to flip the desk upright, definitely easier with a second pair of hands. Once it was standing, I then mounted the included cable tray to keep all the cords organized and out of sight. And honestly, one of my favorite parts of the whole setup was how easy it was to install the accessories. Like, I fixed the legs to the desk shelf, dropped the tray into place, and that was it. Similarly, the integrated keyboard drawer tray came as one solid piece, so setup was super simple. I just had to attach the sliding frame underneath the desk, then slide the drawer into place, and just like that, it's ready to use. Next, I installed the monitor arm, which came with multiple mounting options to suit different desk setups like a clamp or grommet mount. The parts were well organized, the instructions were clear, and the whole thing came together without any issues. And finally, the tension on the monitor arm can be adjusted based on the weight of your monitor, so it stays perfectly in place without sagging or drifting. Cable management underneath was surprisingly easy, especially with the desk at its highest setting. I had plenty of room to move around and route the wires neatly into the built-in tray that comes included with the desk. With the desk and accessories assembled, the last step was setting things up, placing the gear where it made the most sense and tidying things up. What I really like about this desk is how clean and premium it looks. The finish has a nice texture to it, and it holds up well under different lighting. Whether it's daytime natural light or the warmer tones from my studio setup, it still looks sharp. Another thing I really appreciate is that Vernal offers this desk in multiple sizes and finishes. So whether you're going for a light, minimal look or something darker and more bold, there's probably a version that fits your space. It's nice having options, especially if you're working with a specific room size or trying to match a certain vibe. Like, I wanted to have the same color combination as my old setup, and it worked. You can browse all the accessories on their website and find what works best for your setup. I've left the link in the description, and when you're ready to check out, don't forget to use the code YTJPT for a discount. In the end, it's not just about the aesthetics. It's the way the frame is built and the features it offers that really make the difference. Starting with the build, this desk has an ultra-stable frame that uses a new lateral support design. So instead of just connecting the legs and crossbar like most standing desks, Vernal adds an extra layer of reinforcement between the legs and side brackets. Even at full standing height, it stays solid. You can give it a little nudge and it barely moves. There's also a minimal gap between the columns and more overlap between legs section. All of that adds to how stable it feels. And that stability isn't just about the frame, it also shows in how well it handles weight. Even with a solid amount of weight on it, the desk lifts smoothly without any struggle. It's rated up to 160 kilograms with 120 as the recommended load for daily use, and honestly, it just feels strong and stable. Now let's talk about controls on this desk. The keypad has been redesigned as well. It hugs the desk edge, so you're not bumping it by accident. What's nice is that you can place the keypad on either the left or right side, whatever feels more natural for your setup. And if you want to get creative, you can even mount it on a desk shelf. And it gives you 3 memory presets, which is super useful if you switch positions during the day. You can also set height limits on the keypad, which is great because this desk can go as low as 66 centimeters and as high as 126 centimeters. That way you can lock in a range that works for you and not worry about going too far up or down. You also get a child lock, which gives a little peace of mind if you've got kids or even pets running around. Talking of safety, it also comes with built-in anti-collision and anti-misactivation features, which I've found surprisingly useful. If something gets in the way while the desk is moving, like your chair or even your leg, the desk automatically stops and reverses. It's quick to respond and works really reliably, which gives you a bit more peace of mind when you've got things under or around the desk. And lastly, cable management. The desk includes two trays underneath and they make a huge difference. After tucking everything in there, the underside looks just as clean as the top. And if you want to tidy things up even more, there's an optional cable kit you can get with the desk. I used it to secure a few cables directly to the frame so they're not just dangling underneath. When setting up this desk, I didn't just want it to look clean, I wanted it to work for the way I actually use it every day. So I picked out a few accessories that made the biggest difference for me. First up, the desk shelf. It's a small addition, but it really pulls the whole setup together. Visually, it adds some nice dimension to the desk, a bit of height variation that makes the space feel more styled and intentional. Functionally, it's super helpful. I keep things like my portable printer, SD cards, and sometimes the notebook tucked right underneath. So I get a clean surface on top, but still have everything I use regularly close by and easy to grab. It's a nice balance of form and function. Next up, the keyboard tray. I do a lot of unboxing videos and product shots right on this desk, so the keyboard sitting in the middle was always in the way. With this tray underneath, I can just slide the keyboard out of sight when I am not using it. That way, the surface stays completely clear and ready for whatever's next, whether it's filming, writing, or just enjoying a clean workspace. And lastly, the monitor arm. Right out of the box, it feels sturdy and well made, the kind of accessory you know is going to last. The metal construction has a reassuring weight to it, and every joint moves smoothly, but with enough resistance to keep the monitor exactly where you set it. I also really like the integrated cable management tube built into the stand. It keeps all the monitor cables neatly tucked away inside, so when I move the screen around, nothing gets tangled, and the desk stays clean and uncluttered. And there's a small detail which makes these accessories so functional that the mount leaves just a bit of space between the desk edge and the arm itself. So if you have LED backlighting on your desk, the light can pass through behind the arm instead of being blocked by it. I didn't think a desk upgrade would make this much difference, but it really has. The space feels better, I work more comfortably, and it's actually a place I look forward to sitting down at. If you want to check out the desk and the accessories I use for this setup, links are in the description. If you enjoyed the video, a like is always appreciated, and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming desk setup videos. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.